Did you know? Nearly half of all people over 65 are losing muscle without even knowing it. And worse, losing just 20% of your muscle can raise the risk of permanent disability by over 400%. We understand those numbers sound scary, but this is not just a statistic. It is the reality that millions of older adults are facing every day, quietly, slowly, until it is too late. I'm a doctor from Healthy Way Daily, a channel where we support older adults every day, helping them live healthier, more independent lives and make the most of every moment in their golden years. In my 20 years of experience, I have seen many seniors who were once strong and clear-minded. Then after just one fall, one faint spell while shopping, or just weak legs for no clear reason, they slowly started losing their independence. The cause was not age. It was muscle loss. Slow, silent, and almost invisible. I remember a woman named Linda, 68 years old, living alone, still loved gardening. She lost a few pounds in 1 year, but it was muscle, not fat. Her legs felt tired when walking. Then it became hard to stand up, and she had to use a cane. Then, one small slip in the kitchen broke her bone, and she was bedridden for almost 4 months. It all began from a lack of the right nutrition to maintain muscle. So, how do we stop this from happening? How do we keep our strength, our flexibility, and our independence? In today's video, I will share the 10 most important foods, ranked from helpful to absolutely essential, that protect and rebuild your muscles after 60. These are not fancy or expensive foods. They are everyday foods, real medicine from nature, that few people know how to use the right way. Before we begin, let me ask you, what are you eating every day to keep your legs strong and your steps steady? Share your answer in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else. And if you care about your strength, memory, and long-term independence, hit subscribe to Healthy Way Daily right now. Because muscle does not disappear in one day. But if we ignore it, it may never come back. Food number 10, cottage cheese, helping your muscles while you sleep. There is one surprising fact that many people do not know. After age 60, you can lose muscle even while you sleep. And the scary part is, it happens slowly, with no pain and no warning signs. We once met a patient named Mr. James, 74 years old. Lately, he felt his legs were weak every morning, even though he walked daily. After reviewing his meals, we noticed he was not eating anything at night. We suggested he try eating a small bowl of cottage cheese before bed. 3 weeks later, he came back and said, "I woke up without sore thighs or weak legs anymore." Why does it work so well? Cottage cheese contains casein, a slow-digesting protein that provides your body with a steady flow of amino acids during sleep. This is a crucial time for muscle repair. But after age 60, your ability to absorb protein drops by up to 30% compared to younger adults. Cottage cheese also contains leucine, an amino acid that helps trigger muscle building, plus calcium and vitamin B12, which support muscle contraction and nerve signals. If you have ever had leg cramps at night, this simple food might help more than you expect. The takeaway: you do not have to change your whole diet. Sometimes just one small meal at the right time, repeated daily, can slow down muscle loss in a big way. If you can handle dairy well, try eating half to one small bowl of cottage cheese each night, about 30 minutes before bed. You can pair it with a little banana or soft fruit to make it easier to digest. And now, let's move on to the next food, a small seed that delivers big benefits for muscle health. Pumpkin seeds. Don't skip this one. Food number 9. Pumpkin seeds, small but mighty. You might not expect that a handful of tiny seeds can make a big difference in your muscle health. But that is exactly what pumpkin seeds do. After age 60, your body slowly loses key minerals needed for strong muscles, especially magnesium and zinc. These help your muscles contract, recover, and create energy. A small handful of pumpkin seeds gives you nearly 40% of your daily magnesium needs. I once worked with a woman named Linda, age 70. She still went shopping every morning, but recently, her legs would feel tired just 15 minutes into her walk. Tests showed nothing serious, but after asking about her meals, I learned she almost never ate nuts or seeds, and her diet was low in green vegetables and whole grains, natural sources of magnesium. We suggested she add a small handful of pumpkin seeds daily, either as a snack, mixed into yogurt, or sprinkled on oatmeal. 2 weeks later, she called and said her legs felt lighter, and she was not as tired after walking. Pumpkin seeds also contain high-quality plant protein, fiber, and healthy fats, all of which support natural muscle repair and maintenance. The lesson here: do not underestimate small foods. That little handful of seeds might be the missing piece your muscles need. Just avoid salted or flavored types. Stick with plain, unsalted pumpkin seeds for best results. And next, we'll talk about a powerful food that is rich in protein, full of omega-3s, and easy to digest, even for older adults. It is sardines, and you will want to hear why experts rank them as one of the top foods for people over 60. Food number 8, sardines. Strong muscles, healthy heart, sharp mind. One common mistake I often see in older adults is skipping sardines, a small fish that is actually full of nutrition, easy to prepare, and very affordable. After age 60, many people have trouble chewing tough meat, digesting animal protein, or simply lose their appetite. That's when sardines can make a big difference. One small can of sardines provides over 20 grams of complete protein, the kind your body absorbs easily without causing bloating. Even better, sardines are one of the richest natural sources of omega-3s, especially EPA and DHA. These nutrients help reduce silent inflammation in your muscles, improve blood flow, and support faster recovery after physical activity. I remember a patient named Mr. Richard, 69 years old. He often complained about sore arms and legs and said he felt slow to recover after gardening. We discovered his meals had little to no fish, especially those high in omega-3s. I suggested he try eating sardines 2 to 3 times a week. Simply open a can, add some lemon juice, and pair with greens. After 1 month, he told us his body no longer felt heavy after working outside. Sardines also contain vitamin B12 and selenium, both important for nerve function and immune strength. These are 2 things older adults often lack due to poor absorption or limited diets. The takeaway: you don't need fancy meals or expensive supplements. A simple can of sardines each week can noticeably improve your strength, flexibility, and overall well-being. If you're worried about the fishy smell, try sardines packed in water, squeeze fresh lemon over them, and eat with green veggies. It's tasty and easy to digest. Now let's talk about a very familiar food, affordable and easy to find. But if you throw out the yolk, you're missing the most valuable part. Let's look at eggs, a food every older adult should eat the right way. Food number 7, eggs. A small food with big benefits. Eggs are so common that many people forget how powerful they really are. But if you're over 60 and not eating eggs regularly, you may be missing one of the easiest ways to protect your muscles. 1 egg contains about 6 grams of complete protein, meaning it has all the essential amino acids your muscles need. Even better, egg protein is nearly 100% absorbable, which is perfect for older adults whose digestion isn't as strong as it used to be. But here's the key. It's not just the egg white that matters. The yolk contains choline, a nutrient that supports nerve signals and helps your muscles respond faster. If you've noticed slower reflexes, unsteady balance, or shaky hands, you might be low in choline. I remember a patient named Mrs. Helen, age 71. She often had shaky hands when holding a glass and felt unsteady on stairs. After adding eggs to her breakfast daily instead of just white bread, her symptoms clearly improved in just a few weeks. Eggs also provide vitamin B12 and healthy fats, which help balance energy and support hormone production, important for maintaining muscle in both men and women. The lesson here: you don't need expensive or exotic foods. Just eating whole eggs, both the white and the yolk, gives your body a strong nutritional foundation for strength and flexibility. Worried about cholesterol? Don't be. Most modern research shows that older adults can safely eat 1 to 2 eggs per day without harming heart health. Next, we'll talk about a food that's soft, cool, easy to digest, and packed with protein and leucine, an amino acid that's key to rebuilding muscle after 60. That food is Greek yogurt. Food number 6, Greek yogurt. Soft, cool, easy to digest, and full of strength. If you're over 60 and often feel tired even when eating enough, the real issue might be poor protein absorption or not getting the right kind of protein. Greek yogurt is one of the simplest foods to help fix that. Unlike regular yogurt, Greek yogurt has twice the protein, around 15 to 20 grams per cup, and it's very easy to digest. It's great for those with weak teeth, slow digestion, or irregular eating habits. It makes an excellent light breakfast or afternoon snack. Greek yogurt is especially rich in leucine, an amino acid that helps start the muscle-building process. After 60, this becomes very important. Without enough leucine, your body can't fully use the protein you eat to rebuild muscle. I remember a woman named Margaret, age 73. She often said she felt weak even though she ate well. When we looked at her meals, we found she ate a lot of carbs, but almost no leucine-rich foods. We suggested she add 1 cup of Greek yogurt each morning with a few chia seeds or berries. Just 10 days later, she said she felt stronger, less achy, and more energized. Greek yogurt also contains vitamin B12 to support your nerves and reduce numbness in the hands or feet. It's also a great source of natural probiotics that help with digestion, which helps you absorb all the other nutrients better. The takeaway: eating more doesn't always mean eating better. For older adults, the key is eating foods that are easy to digest, easy to absorb, and full of the right nutrients. Next up, we'll talk about a common kind of meat that many people overlook. Most folks throw away the best part, even though it's actually easier to digest and more nutritious than chicken breast. Let's talk about chicken thighs. Food number 5, chicken thighs. Tender, juicy, and better than you think. Some foods are so familiar that we stop seeing their real value. Chicken thighs are a perfect example. Many older adults think chicken breast is the clean and healthy part, so they eat it every day, even when it's dry, tough, and not enjoyable. But what works for younger people isn't always right after 60. I remember a woman named Eleanor, 72 years old. She lived alone and followed a low-fat diet to protect her heart. Every meal, she carefully removed the skin and ate only boiled chicken breast. But the more she ate, the more tired and weak she felt. One day, she said to me, "I eat because I have to, not because I want to. Sometimes it feels like I'm swallowing sadness." We gently suggested she switch to chicken thighs, more tender, more flavorful. She was hesitant, but she gave it a try. After just 1 week, she began to enjoy her meals again. 2 weeks later, she told us, "I can walk up the hill without feeling tired. It's like someone flipped a switch in me." Chicken thighs are not just tastier, they also provide high-quality protein, along with natural fats that help your body absorb important vitamins like D and K, which keep your muscles and bones strong. They also contain iron, zinc, and B vitamins, all essential for keeping your energy and muscle function steady. The lesson: as we age, food is not just for survival, it's about feeling alive. Food fuels both the body and the spirit. And a warm, tender chicken thigh can awaken both your taste and your strength. If you're looking for a comforting meal that's also great for those who eat less meat or follow a plant-based diet, then our next food is perfect. Lentils, small beans with big power. Food number 4, lentils, small but full of strength for aging muscles. Some of the most powerful foods are not expensive or trendy. They quietly do their work, nourishing your body from the inside out. Lentils are one of those foods. I remember a man named Daniel, 69 years old. He was quiet, lived simply, and ate plain meals, mostly white rice and boiled vegetables. When he came in for a checkup, he said that even a 10-minute walk made his legs feel heavy. He ate 3 meals a day, but still felt like his body was going downhill. We didn't make big changes. We just added 1 small bowl of lentil soup each afternoon, cooked with some brown rice and mild spices. 3 weeks later, he returned and said, "I feel better, but I don't know why. I can go to the market and walk the stairs without needing to stop anymore." Lentils provide around 18 grams of protein per cup, along with leucine and lysine, 2 key amino acids that help muscles grow and recover. They're also rich in fiber, iron, potassium, and complex carbs, which give steady energy without sudden sugar spikes. The best part? Lentils are very versatile. You can cook them into soup, toss them into a salad, mix them with eggs, quinoa, or brown rice. Each combination brings you 1 step closer to feeling strong again. The lesson: you don't need a big budget to eat healthy. The simplest foods, when chosen wisely, are what nourish us deeply, quietly, and consistently. Next, we'll talk about a very special type of protein. It's not meat, it's not fish, but it helps rebuild muscle quickly and conveniently, especially after exercise. Let's explore whey protein, the secret weapon for staying strong as you age. Food number 3, whey protein. Fast-acting protein for seniors. There's an unfortunate truth many people don't know. As we get older, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing protein, even if we're eating enough each day. This means your muscles can still grow weaker over time, simply because your body can't absorb and use the protein quickly enough. That's why whey protein is considered one of the most effective ways to support muscle recovery after age 60. I once worked with Mr. Thomas, age 75. He enjoyed walking every evening, but recently he had started to feel sore and even a little pain after activity. When I looked over his diet, I saw that while he ate meat and fish, he wasn't getting any protein right after his walks. I suggested he try drinking a small glass of whey protein after each walk. 2 weeks later, he came back smiling and said, "I don't feel so tired at night anymore. My body seems to bounce back faster and I feel stronger every day." Whey protein is absorbed very quickly. Within minutes of drinking it, amino acids are already in your bloodstream, helping repair your muscles. It's especially rich in leucine, a special amino acid that turns on the muscle rebuilding process. Without enough leucine, your body cannot rebuild muscle properly. Whey also helps stabilize blood sugar, reduce cravings, and support heart health when used correctly. And the best part? It doesn't require chewing, cooking, or even an appetite. Just mix and drink. The key lesson: as we age, we don't need more food. We need the right food at the right time. A small glass of whey after gardening, shopping, or a walk can be the difference between feeling weak and feeling recovered. Next, if you're looking for something easy to store, quick to prepare, and still packed with protein and healthy omega-3s, Let's talk about a familiar canned food that is often overlooked. Tuna. Food number 2. Tuna. Clean, affordable protein that's stronger than you think. In many seniors' kitchens, you'll often find a few cans of fish for emergencies. But what most people don't realize is that those cans, especially tuna, might actually be a secret weapon for aging muscles. Tuna is a very rich source of animal protein. Just one small can, about 85 grams, contains over 20 grams of complete protein. It's easy to digest and doesn't feel heavy, which makes it perfect for older adults with slower digestion or irregular eating habits. I remember Clara, age 70, who lived alone and often skipped meals because she didn't feel like cooking. She told me, "Sometimes I just don't feel like eating meat. The smell bothers me and chewing takes too much effort." I suggested she keep a few cans of water-packed tuna in her pantry. Whenever she felt tired, all she had to do was open a can, add a few slices of cucumber or tomato, squeeze a little lemon, and she had a nutritious meal ready in minutes. After more than a month, she told me she felt lighter and didn't get as tired after walking like before. Tuna doesn't just provide protein. It's also rich in omega-3s, especially DHA and EPA, which help reduce muscle inflammation, improve recovery after activity, relieve soreness, and boost flexibility. Plus, it contains vitamin B12 and selenium, which support nerve function and strengthen the immune system. The lesson here? Don't overlook simple foods. A can of tuna may seem like a backup meal, but used at the right time, it can restore strength, independence, and energy. One small tip: choose tuna packed in water, low in salt, and go for light tuna to reduce mercury exposure. And now, we arrive at the #1 food on our list, a tiny seed that supports muscle, digestion, reduces inflammation, and is allergy-friendly. Let's talk about quinoa. Food number 1. Quinoa. Light but powerful. If I had to choose just one plant-based food to support aging muscles, it would be quinoa. Not because it's trendy or overhyped, but because it's truly complete, easy to use, and perfect for older adults. Quinoa is one of the very few plant foods that contain all 9 essential amino acids, just like eggs or meat. That means you don't need to combine it with other foods to create a complete protein source. Just 1 cup of cooked quinoa gives you about 8 grams of high-quality protein, along with fiber, magnesium, iron, and zinc. I once cared for Walter, age 74, who wanted to eat less meat but still stay strong. He was worried that eating more plant-based meals would make him feel weak. I suggested he try quinoa a few times a week, mixed with lentils, eggs, or steamed vegetables. The results were surprising. After a short time, he didn't feel weaker. He actually felt lighter, moved more easily, and had far less constipation. In addition to protein, quinoa contains natural anti-inflammatory compounds and is gluten-free. This helps reduce gut irritation and improve nutrient absorption, which is especially important for older adults dealing with digestive issues, even if they don't realize it. The lesson? Sometimes the best food isn't fancy. It's simple, light, and complete. Quinoa is exactly that. A balanced blend of protein, fiber, and key minerals that support both muscles and overall health. If you've never tried it, start by cooking a small batch with boiled eggs, or make a cold salad with soft vegetables. You'll likely feel the difference in just a few days. And now, let's take a moment to look back at the 10 foods we've covered and see how you can begin adding them into your daily life to stay strong, steady, and healthy from today forward. We've just explored 10 powerful foods, from familiar choices like eggs and chicken thighs to lesser-known ones like quinoa and lentils. But they all share one thing in common. They're not magic. They're simple tools you can use to gently rebuild the strength that time may have quietly taken from your body. You don't need to change your entire diet. You don't have to remember everything right now. But if you can just begin with one small action, like drinking a glass of whey protein after a walk or adding some lentils to your dinner, that one step could open the door to a whole new chapter. Because your body still has the power to recover. It can rebuild. You just need to give it the right fuel at the right time. I know. Trying something new after living a certain way for years isn't easy. But you know what's even harder? Feeling more tired, weaker, and losing your independence. Simply because you didn't make a change when you had the chance. Growing older doesn't mean growing weaker. And if you're still watching this, I believe you're choosing to stay in charge, instead of just letting things happen. So today, I have a simple suggestion for you. Pick one food from the list we just covered, the one that feels right for you, and start including it in your meals this week. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to begin. And if you can, leave a comment below. Which food surprised you the most? Which one will you try first? We read every single message. And who knows, your story might inspire someone who's quietly searching for a way to bring life back into their body. Finally, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Healthy Way Daily. We'll be back every week with simple yet powerful tips, made especially for older adults, so you can not only live longer, but live stronger, happier, and freer. Your muscles aren't gone. They're just waiting to be reawakened. And today, you now know how. And if you care about your health, our next video might just shock you.